All right, not sure what the title of this video is gonna be because I'm gonna be constantly changing the thumbnail for the first day until something happens. So we're starting with the chords. So for this vibe, I wanted it to be like very like jazz, like chill. It's in F sharp major, BPM 184. I don't know anything about music theory, so I just like randomly placed notes in F sharp major until it sounded like a really sick like jazz progression. And that just repeats. And this right here doesn't sound as like deep or as full as the other chords because you'll see in the future, because I add some other stuff, like other sounds that hit right there. So right here, there's like this little pause, so it's like da, 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 so it's like that little like swing going on. And I also have the chords strumming, so all you do is hit Command Alt, Option S, and that like lets you strum it, and then you can move this around. That's the whole progression for the chorus. It's just this right here, and then it double then I copy and paste it over. Then for that, it's just a soft piano in labs. You can do any like soft, nice sounding piano. You could also do like a Rhodes piano if you really want to go full jazz vibe. Take a little bit of the lows out. All right, then let's go into not the drums. We'll do like the leads. It's like, I guess 3 leads. I have this sample. It originally was this. I pitched it up, took out like a bunch, I like EQ'd the heck out of it. Threw in some Valhalla Supermassive, just the default like preset. And then that made it sound like strings. So then here is A sharp to G sharp, just a guitar. That's just like a jazz guitar that I found, like a sample. I think in Flex there's probably some nice guitar like sounds you can use. Just any nice guitar sound. This piano like lead. And all right, so the reason that the one chord that I said wasn't gonna sound like as full as the others is because this piano and the guitar is happening at the same time. All right, so those are like the main kind of like lead, like melody sounds. Then we have this bass. This is like a very jazzy inspired bass. Again, this took a long time of just trial and error and making it kind of like bouncy. And for the bass, I knew I wanted I wanted these high. Also, the bass is in Flex, it's called Terrace. I threw in a little bit of distortion, EQ'd a little bit of the high end so it's not like too distorted. I wanted it to sound cooler than like just a typical electric bass guitar. Then I have like a bass like slide sound effect that I found. Just so it could sound like more realistic. So we have this kick going every, just every like 4 to the floor kick. Just like a punchy, took out a bunch of highs. Just wanted it to be like, the kick is more for the feeling, not necessarily for the sound. I have this like bell percussion. I have a samba, samba bossa nova loop. Also, a lot of the drums I use in this are samples. So sometimes when you have an idea for a beat, you just want to like get it down as quick as possible. And if you want, you can always throw the sample down and then do your own MIDI over that. I know I've seen some like Kenny Beat tutorials where he'll play the drums and then later just MIDI and his own drums over top of them. Whatever process you want to go through to do it, feel free. With that being said, And then we have this like bongo sample. I'll throw all these in the description. Then I have random fills, and I love doing drum fills in silences. Like towards the end of this, the beat cuts out and there's like this drum fill. And these are the drum fills are just, again, I'll throw them in the description. For the verse, the chords change up a little bit. This is the same, but then right here, the B, there's almost like a key change. So this was F sharp, D sharp, and then I move it up just one to G, E. You can like copy it down if you want. And that just happens like once at like the post chorus or like a bridge area, and then at the end right before the outro. I just wanted, I don't know, you don't want the song to be 2 minutes of just the same chords over and over again. And the bass for the verse right after that little chord change is this. Again, I didn't want the bass to get too repetitive, especially if it's just 2 minutes of the same exact bass. I just like took out a bunch of stuff. I just made it a little more a little simpler. So then for that arrangement, I just changed up the bass a little bit and took out like some random drums. And also something that I've been recently like loving, it goes into the chorus very simple, and then there's a little switch. So you'll see, ready? This is chorus 2. Then I have this Labs string. Which is just the same progression as the guitar from earlier, just pitched up a little bit. I have this saxophone sample that I found. And this only happens in the intro and then a random spot like in the verse. And what's happening here is just, it's panning. The volume in the beginning was pretty loud, so I lowered that. And then it pans from, I think right to left. The intro is the bass, the piano, and the high top parts of the drum loop. And then like a little transition I have going from chorus to verse is this piano, like just going down the scale of F sharp major. And here, I'll show you what that looks like just so you can maybe like get it down. It's just going, I don't even know, it's going from A sharp 6 all the way to A sharp 4. And then also something I do for a lot of my beats is just at the very end of the beat, or like when the beat's done, go over to Maximus, if you're on FL Studio, Maximus presets, and pick any of these like mastering presets. I like Clear Master, RMS for like chiller beats. You can do whatever. But for this I use Clear Master RMS. It just makes it sound, I know it makes it hit harder in a car. That's about all I got for you. I think that's probably everything. Let's just run it through. Let's run it back.